We're recording. We are live.
All
We
right,
are back
we are back.
on a
Finally.
good Wednesday here.
Yeah, better late than never, you know. Yeah, back. Season 8, episode 9.
Still going.
Yeah, still going.
Yeah,
I am Lastly.
and I'm Sasam,
Yeah.
and I have apologies for uh, the last 2 days. Uh,
Ah,
had some technical issues and then some sick issues.
yeah,
But we're all better,
yeah,
besides the not being not sick. But
yeah,
we've only ever skipped 1 week a season. We're not skipping two. I'm not
yeah.
gonna let us. That's a
All right.
slippery slope. We do that, we start skipping three. We do that, we start doing monthly episodes instead of weekly. We do that, we start doing once a year. That's where all the other podcasts have fallen apart. They're all
Mm-hmm.
done. That's why none of these anime
Yeah,
podcasts last. They
yeah.
don't have the
Those pop.
they don't have the gumption, you know.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, all of those podcasts, they're all dead now. So it's just us left.
There can be only one.
Yep,
And yes,
that's how that
I am
works.
implying our podcast killed theirs.
Yep, definitely.
Occasionally one comes back from the dead for a season and tries to take the throne back, but we're the only ones still here. Actually, I'm sure
Well,
there's probably one or two that's still going longer than us. They're probably in
probably.
weird places though. I haven't like have you looked at like iTunes podcasts anytime in the past decade? Who
No.
knows? Who knows what's on there?
Yeah, it's
Also, I guess it'd be
oh,
English podcasts only because who knows about other languages. I'm sure there's
yeah.
podcasts in Japan that have been going for like years.
Oh yeah,
Industry
definitely.
podcasts and stuff.
Yeah.
That's how it be.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. Shall we get right into it?
yeah, speaking of industry,
Yeah.
we
There's
got,
news about the industry.
yes, Hollywood industry in particular,
Oh.
not the anime one. Um,
Oh. Yeah.
so is this a live action they mentioned earlier? Or is this a new one?
I have no idea.
Oh, this is a film adaptation of the original Mobile Suit
Mm-hmm.
Gundam. Because I remember they announced a new live action, but they never said what it was
Yeah.
at the time. I don't know if this is it or not. If this is
Oh
it,
yeah.
and it's a remake of the original, that's gonna be weird. Also,
Yeah.
why is it through Hollywood and white people again?
Yeah. The last sentence of this article says it is going to be live action. So yeah.
It is its other live action.
Interesting. Yeah.
It just it confuses me because it's like Japan has shown they can do their own like
Mm-hmm.
movies. I guess you reach a wider audience when you go through Hollywood, but still,
Yeah.
did they not learn from last time? I guess they're going to
No.
Hollywood and not Canada, I guess. So
Mm-hmm.
they learned some things. Actually,
Yeah.
the last live action one, lots of people hate it. It's not very good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a terrible Gundam series, but it's got some heavy, like, interesting sort of like political stuff, except it's all boring and not actually that interesting. But they went
Oh.
way heavier on the political side, and there's only like 5 minutes of Gundams at the end. It's pretty the thing.
Mm-hmm. It's wild. But yeah. I don't know. If this doesn't happen, it won't be for a while still, because this is like it just being announced. I don't think they've said anything about like even having a script yet, so it will be a while before we see any more about this, I think.
Yeah, I'm scared to
And it,
see how they try to adapt 50 almost. I think it's weird. It's a weird number. It's not quite 50, I think. But
yeah.
around their many episodes
Hmm.
into one movie. I can't see it going
Yeah.
well.
Well, they'll probably just adapt the first, dozen or so and then make it a trilogy of movies or something.
Maybe if it sells well or something. Like,
Yeah.
gross.
Yeah.
The one upside thing, the project is being overseen by one of the producers of Pacific Rim.
Oh.
So at least someone who has some mecha
Hmm.
like circumstances. And
experience.
they're also doing the
Yeah,
Pokemon Detective Pikachu movie, so they have live action anime there as
yeah,
well. Who knows?
yeah.
Maybe it'll only be C tier instead of F tier.
Hmm. We can only hope.
He's written
Yeah.
episodes for the TV show Lost. Never mind, it's done. It's over. It's gone. Well, I
Yeah.
guess he doesn't have to write the overall plot because that already exists, so they know where it ends, so it won't just meander. So maybe there's hope.
Mm.
Because Lost was neat until they realized they didn't know what the fuck they were doing.
Yeah.
When they thought they knew what they were doing, it was neat.
Hmm.
Season 1 is great TV. Season 7 is throwing darts at a dartboard.
Yeah. That was. Well, that was a thing. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see how this turns out. If this turns out, who could say?
It might just get stuck in production hell for years.
Pretty
That's
much.
the one thing I'm scared about. Alita doing so well.
Hmm.
All the people are going to be like, we can do that too, and then not do it because they don't actually respect anime as a medium or the
Hmm.
stories or the creators. Like, that's probably why Alito did so well, is because the people involved were fans of it. They liked it. They wanted to give her a proper adaptation.
Yeah. They
Unlike
like
all the other
already
anime.
knew what they were working with. Yeah.
Yeah. Fingers crossed the Cowboy Bebop one comes out eventually, and what's his name? Neo, who's
Oh,
supposed to be Spike Spiegel, who's
Keanu
yeah,
Reeves.
Keanu
Yeah.
Reeves. I wonder if he's. I mean, he looks immortal. He can probably pull it off still. I just don't know if he's nimble enough. Maybe
Hmm.
have him play Jet instead, or Vincent. Actually, he'd be an interesting Vincent, I think.
Mm. Yeah.
Just
I don't know. I'm sure. I'm
keep
sure he's
him on,
nimble enough.
keep him
He's
on
in
there.
those giant book movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Put Keanu Reeves in everything.
He's such a good guy. I need to rewatch Constantine.
I rewatched that not that long ago. It's still alright.
The the thing that blew me away that I didn't
Yeah.
realize is I'm pretty sure that's a DC movie. Like I'm
Yeah,
pretty
it's
sure,
based on a graphic novel.
yeah, it's based
Yeah.
off the comics, which has been rolled into the DC universe. It's the DC Hellblazers comic. I didn't realize that at the time when I
Yeah.
first saw it
Yeah.
because I knew like all the super popular DC stuff. I didn't know who the fuck Constantine was. I'm like, oh, that's actually super cool. I
Yeah.
should pick up those comics, except for the fact that I like I like Keanu Reeves as Constantine in the movie. I don't like the
Mhm.
comics Constantine. He's kind of a
Oh.
dick.
Maybe don't pick those up then.
It's really funny. I saw some cuts from some Batman comic, and because Batman doing his detective work is like following up on some lead and goes somewhere, and Constantine's with him, and like it's like some clairvoyant person who can see the future or something. So they're like, oh, trust me, it's gonna work. They get there, there's already a sign up saying like John Constantine, go the fuck away or something. I don't remember exactly, but it's something like that. It's like, oh, nice.
Oh, that's good. That's real good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have to
So,
pick
yeah.
up those comics when I have money though, because I don't have money.
Yeah.
Money's expensive to money.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Episode title.
speaking of anime adaptations, there's an anime adaptation of a manga coming soon.
Yeah.
Or another news story, because The Girl from the Other Side is getting a special OVA. I'm actually really excited for this.
It might only be like 3 minutes, we don't know, but
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
being bundled with one of the manga. Is it volume 7?
Yeah. I think it's supposed to be volume 8.
Okay.
I think is what I read somewhere else. Yeah, and it's being done by Wit Studio, who did Attack on Titan, Kabaneri, The Iron Fortress, and Ancient Magicus's Bride.
Yeah,
And they've said that they're working on a new style of like animation.
mhm.
So it's like they're using this to test that method out, and see if it could work for other stuff. And if these pictures are anything to go by, it looks incredible.
Yeah, I don't know if
This
I'd
looks
say it's
so
a
pretty.
new style of animation because it looks like it's just watercolor, which is more like going
Well,
back to early
I think it's
animation.
like a, I think
But
it's like a
probably a mix
different.
of digital and watercolor.
Well,
It's
probably
different for anime.
It's probably a different like workflow, and they're
No,
Like,
Yeah.
just meaning they're doing some things differently and like going for this watercolory style. They found a new way to do it and make it move and look good.
Yeah, probably like
Because I mean, if they just had regularly animated characters on watercolor backgrounds, I think that looks real weird. So if they
well, I
could
mean,
make the watercolor move well and look nice, it'd be good.
I'm pretty sure there's some early watercolor stuff where like the characters looked pretty watercolory as well.
Hmm.
They looked like moving watercolors, but
Yeah. The thing is, I think that stuff, the reason, or one of the reasons that people stopped doing is because it was a lot of work. It was
yeah,
time intensive. So
yeah,
they
you
have
can
some new way of doing it. So
just do stuff digitally now. But
yeah,
putting the time into it makes it worth it. I mean, look at Spider-Verse. They
yeah,
were working on that for what, 3 to 5 years or something?
something that was really
Something
long.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah. It turned out
so, yeah,
amazing, so.
yeah. But yeah. I'm actually really excited for this. Even though in the past I've said that I was scared if someone tried to adapt it, knowing that they're doing this like different style for it is good to hear. It these images are like very evocative of the manga, so
I
I'm
still need
excited.
I need to catch up on the manga. I still only
Oh,
have
you
volume
should.
1.
Oh,
Volume 6 comes out this month, right? In
it comes out
English?
like today, I think,
Oh,
or yeah,
that's
tomorrow,
possible.
something like that. It's sometime this week.
I'm so glad I don't have money for that.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not glad, but
yeah.
my regular place has a buy two get one free for adult graphic novels, which rolls manga into it.
Oh yeah.
Right now, oh,
Oh,
my 10% discount's lapsed, so I'd have to renew my subscription, which costs money for that, which I can't afford right now.
oh,
So instead of 40 something percent discount, I'd only get my 33% because buy two get one free. And then I don't have money.
yeah.
I bought stuff and I shouldn't have. I bought the Cassandra Cain Batgirl issues
Oh,
because
nice.
there were 3 of those out that supposedly collects her whole Batgirl run, though not her time as Batgirl in like regular Batman and Detective Comics. It's just her standalone Batgirl run,
Yeah.
which I'm excited to read that, but that was expensive, so I couldn't
Hmm.
even. I shouldn't have bought that. I probably didn't have the money for that. My paycheck is not for another week and a half.
Yeah.
Ooh, I guess
Oh,
week and a day now, so that's not too bad.
yeah. Yeah. I think that does it for news this week.
Yeah, that's all the
Yeah.
interesting stuff we got. Uh,
Yeah.
I have some news though, not like real
Oh.
news, but it's news I found out. Uh,
Yeah.
I found out the live-action Doom Patrol series,
Hmm.
Robot Man, is played by Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
He's back.
He's back.
I've been wanting to watch some Brendan Fraser stuff for a while because I knew he'd done some other stuff since coming
Hmm.
back, but I'm like, I should just watch Doom Patrol.
Yeah.
I love Brendan Fraser. He's such a good actor.
Yeah. He seems like a cool guy.
Yeah.
There was uh I forget what they're called, like a piece, a
An
written piece on
interview?
him.
I know there's
Not
an
really an interview.
interview with him, sort of half interview, half written docu piece
Mhm.
talking about like why he left the industry
Yeah,
when he
that's
came
what I was
back.
thinking
Yeah,
of. I
yeah,
think it
that's
was
probably the
with
same one.
like, yeah, I think it was with like GQ or something. It was a really interesting read.
They were like
Talking
talking
about
about the horse he bought and stuff, and his kid, and his
yeah,
divorce, and dealing with the
yeah.
people in the industry, and the assault, and
Hmm.
yeah,
It's really fascinating to read. He seems like such a cool guy.
yeah.
Seems,
It's
yeah,
really shitty what happened to him.
yeah. I'm
It's
looking at his IMDb page, and it seems like he was never really totally gone. Like
yeah,
he would do a thing every like year or two,
yeah.
but it seems like now he's
A
kind of
lot of
ramping back up because he's had multiple things the past 2 years.
yeah. Was he's doing a lot of smaller things, and now he's not starting to do stuff again. That's like stuff that
Hmm.
could potentially get him like some major awards. I think like it's
Hmm.
like really high quality stuff.
Yeah.
Which it's funny that he was always hired because he was like the hot dude. Now he's being hired again, and they're like, oh yeah, he's actually just a really great actor. It's like, yeah,
Hmm.
People knew that. That's why he was the hot dude, because there's 1,000 hot dudes. There's not many talented hot dudes. I mean, there's a
Yeah.
lot of talented hot dudes and a lot of talented not hot dudes. You know what I mean.
Hmm. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, I like the whole bit about his archery.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like he just gets anxious or whatever. He just feels like shooting an arrow, so he just opens up the front door, pulls out a bow, and fires an arrow off into the field, and then it's like, oh, you try.
That's so good.
I know.
Oh, so yeah. So yeah. So yeah, I guess so what have you been watching? If you planning on watching Doom Patrol, what have you been watching instead?
Well, I haven't actually watched much because I've been
Yeah.
kind of sick and had a splitting headache. I haven't
Oh.
actually watched much TV. I read a
Mm.
bunch of graphic novels though.
Oh yeah.
I binged through like 5 volumes of Titans because I got
Mm-hmm.
volumes 2 to 5, and then that actually hit the point where I could finally read the Lazarus Contract because I got that because I'm like, oh, this is really big for Teen Titans. And it's like, oh, it's actually bigger for regular Titans, so I have to read regular Titans for it. But
Oh.
that's okay because I wanted to get regular Titans anyway. So I'm all caught up on Titans. I'm all caught up on Teen Titans. We're all good.
Cool.
Totally anime and manga. Um, read more of that webcomic Mage and Demon Queen, which is still
Hmm.
coming out, still super cute and adorable and fantastic and great. I'm
Yeah.
a big fan. I read volume 2 because I bought, like, I have the whole series, but I haven't gotten around to reading it. I read volume 2 of Chrono Crusade finally,
Oh yeah.
so there's 6 more of those to read. It's one of those series that's like, I've been so hesitant to keep reading because I loved it so much as a kid in the anime that I'm worried, like,
Oh
the memories won't hold up or it's going to be really
yeah.
problematic in comparison. But
Yeah.
I loved this
Hopefully
series a
it's
lot
good.
as a kid, so
Hmm.
yeah. So it's ranked 427th still,
Oh
despite finishing in 2004. So that's not too bad
yeah.
for Mal, knowing how much manga there is. So yeah, I
Yeah.
read volume 2 of that. It was still good, still fun, interesting.
Cool.
It's living up right now, but there's some stuff that's starting to go, oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's kind of weird. Oh, but then I also found some. It said it was Yuri, but it's kind of. It's Tsunami Yuko to Yuri na Hitobito. It's just
Hmm.
like Tsunami Yuko is surrounded by lesbians at her school, and that pretty much is all of it. It's just a bunch of gay
Oh.
girls at school, and it's like a 4 coma about their interactions.
Uh.
And each one's relationships with each other that aren't always sexual, some are just weird.
Hmm.
It's a weird manga. I wouldn't say it's good.
Hmm.
It's fan servicey at times. It's just yeah, I read it because it was there, kind of.
Hmm.
Is how
Yeah.
I feel. It's better than NTR Netsuzo Trap. I can say
Yeah.
that.
That's a low bar.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of low bar Yuri,
Yeah.
Volume 9 of Citrus came out today, I think, or it comes out this month as well, so you can almost own the entirety of that, so I guess I should buy that.
Oh no. Don't do that to yourself.
But incest is bad, but that's a good relationship. I hate it.
Mm.
Damn it. I got tricked into a few of those relationships, and I'm like, wait, this is really bad. But am I invested? I got tricked into a Bang Dream one because I thought it was just someone drawing OCs or something, and I realized there was 2 sisters from Bang Dream. I'm like, no. It was never sexual or anything, but it's still like, oh no, I'm shipping them. What have I
Oh no.
done?
Oh no.
It's fictional. It's
Hmm.
fictional.
Yeah.
And we never have
Oh.
to worry about non-fictional, like, older or younger sisters in my family. They don't exist, so
Hmm.
safe.
Yeah.
God. Anyways,
Anyway.
sometimes you get tricked like that. And once you're
Yeah.
invested, it's like, shit. Yeah, I really need to catch up on some manga. I
Yeah.
did get Volume 5 of Made in Abyss. I read it, but this is the volume where everyone goes, oh shit. Like, this
Yeah.
is the part in Season 2 that I can't wait to see adapted that's going to
Ooh.
absolutely, like, destroy the anime community.
Interesting.
Oh. Oh.
Hmm.
I'd highly recommend reading it if you want.
Yeah. I might do that. I don't know. Maybe.
I also picked up the Yang anthology for the Ruby anthology.
Nice.
I haven't gotten around to reading it yet, though. I might do that after the podcast tonight.
Mm.
Because I do love me some Ruby.
Yeah. Oh, what a good show.
Yeah, besides that, it's mostly just been fanfics. I
Mm-hmm.
need to read more. I'm running out of content. I keep having to like find a new like series to get into a couple to read. My problem is I always gravitate towards rare pairs,
Yeah.
mainly because I ship two girls. Most
Mm-hmm.
communities only write fanfics for like M slash.
Mm-hmm.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
I've ranted about it enough. I don't have to go into it again, but
Yeah.
it makes me sad because it's like this. So I have written 24 fanfics, right?
Mm-hmm.
7 of which have been for relationships that have less than 10 fanfics for that ship.
Oh. Wow.
5 of which my fic is the only fic for that
Oh.
relationship. One of which there's 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that's kind of impressive. It goes like 5 of them. My fic's the only one. There's one other fic, but it's just pure smut, so I don't care about it. And then another one, there's 6. And I'm like, shit. And then another one, there's 24, but like 4 of them are mine. So
Oh.
that
Nice.
that that's Teen Titans has like 50,000 fics. So 24 isn't
Oh
a
yeah.
very good ratio
Yeah.
there.
That's barely anything.
Yeah.
Mm.
This is my issue. This is why I always run out of content to read.
Mm-hmm. Dang.
Yeah. Besides that, it's mostly just been whelmed podcast. Actually, I haven't listened to a new episode since last week because the new episode isn't out yet,
Oh.
which sucks. I've been like resorting to finding other random comics, uh,
Mm-hmm.
or other podcasts. Yeah, comics podcasts. That's what I
Yeah.
wanted to say. Yeah, the new episode isn't out yet. I don't think. Oh no, it just came out. Oh,
Oh.
maybe I'll listen to that after. Well, reading the Ruby anthology. No, I should save it for work, so I have something to listen to at work. But
Yeah.
there was another DC one I've been listening to just because it's like 2.5 hours per episode, so it kills so much time at work.
Oh,
And it's
nice.
been really weird because they go through like each issue of the week, and because I've been listening to the episodes backwards, I'm like slowly
Oh.
learning the plots backwards from where they are.
That's real weird.
I mean, that's kind of how I'm reading series right now. Anyways, like I'm reading Titans and Teen Titans, and I'm gonna go back to the new 52 Titans and Teen Titans because I read all the Rebirth. So I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to stuff before, and then I'm jumping to like the 2000s Batgirl. Like I'm slowly building backwards from my entry point. So
Mm-hmm.
it kind of works.
Kind of.
Kind of, but yeah, it's an interesting world. We talked a
Mhm.
bunch yesterday about indie comics too, like Captain Canuck. Well, Captain Canuck's not indie, but Indie and Canadian. I need to get
Yeah.
Captain Canuck.
Yeah.
It's my patriotic duty. I'm not a patriot. I couldn't care less, but
Yeah.
just the concept is funny to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's all kinds of cool comics and stuff I want to get into, and I think it would be cool to talk about more on the podcast.
Yeah.
Because we are kind of moving away from just anime and manga, but that's
Mm-hmm.
90% me. But It's okay. We said we could do it.
Yeah.
Give us another season and we'll be uh just regular shenanigans, I guess.
Yeah.
Shenanigans plus anime.
Yeah. Something like that.
I need to
Yeah.
think up a name real fast.
Yeah.
I got nothing. There's no way
Yeah.
to combine Shenanimegans comics, like
Mm.
Shenanigans anime and comics together. It doesn't work.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm terrible with names. You came up with this name, and that one's a real banger of a name. So I don't know.
You're terrible at names. That's why we're stuck with my terrible names. Neither of us are
Yeah.
good at names.
Oh no.
You were the chosen one. You were supposed to save us from this.
Oh no.
But yeah, I've been thinking about going through my manga collection and downsizing some of it.
Oh yeah.
Getting rid of some old series I'm not as interested in, not finishing ones. Because, like, I was kind of interested in Gestalt. It's 8 issues. I got the first 2. I was talking with them. They're interesting, but I'm also kind of like, that's 6 more issues of money.
Mm.
It's interesting, but is it that interesting to me? Like, I'm Mary Kondoing it. I'm like, does this bring
Yeah.
me joy? Like, I have all of Tokyo ESP. I've had it for years. I haven't read past the halfway point. Because at first I was
Yeah.
super invested, but it keeps drastically changing the way the world is
Mm-hmm.
in not great ways and introducing way too many characters who all look the same, so it's hard to tell where it is. It's just confusing. I want to finish it, but I'm probably going to sell it off after.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. And like Tokyo Ghoul, I'll have that one volume I'll probably get rid of because if I'm picking up, I'll get the box set.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a few series like that I'm just looking at. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like I want to finish reading Or in High School Host Club, and I'd feel bad to get rid of that because I got it off a friend, but like
Oh.
it's also.
But yeah. If you don't really feel the need to hang on to it,
I
then
like the anime so much better is all. Like that's the issue. The anime ruined it
Oh.
for me. But I'm not sure about the second half because I'm only like very barely in, and it's mainly the panel layout that really bothers me. Why I don't like it.
Oh.
But you know, maybe it gets better further, and so who knows? I have to see. But yeah,
Yeah.
there's like a whole bunch that I'm like, recast is complete shit. Why do I have this? Like, I bought all the volumes. Why don't I sell them off?
Yeah.
It's hard to sell off complete shit to people.
I'm sure you can find someone.
And like, I really liked the first 2 issues as a kid, and then you get further and further, and it's like, oh yeah, this is garbage. The ending is atrocious. I've mentioned the ending before, right?
Probably.
Yeah,
I think so.
the ending so I was like, haha, that's the end of the prologue. You'll never actually know what actually happens in the story. Like, and then Elemental Gelad, as much as I love the series, they're never gonna put out the last 5 issues.
Oh, yeah.
Or 6 issues. I want them to, but like they're digital, I can buy them digital, and I'm like, physical. Do I need to keep them? Do I just buy the Blu-ray of the anime instead and then buy it digitally? Like, it's all about space right now. That's the issue. I have to think about how much room I have. Especially with my expanding graphic novels collection. Joining it. Because I'm not going to stop collecting manga, but it's like, I have volume 1 of Clockwork Planet. Do I want to get the other 9 that don't finish the manga? Because if I'm going to buy it, if the manga doesn't complete all, I may as well go for light novels instead, right?
Yeah.
I have volume 1 because it's the Loot Crate edition, right? Like, I think I have Ancient Magus Bride volume 1 too because of Loot Crate, and I thought, I'm not interested in that. So it's just, gotta work on my downsizing. I need to read it all first to decide, because the manga for Clockwork Planet seemed way better than the anime, so I was interested. And knowing it's only 10 volumes, it's like, that's not bad, but it's like, the light novels go further, so why not just get those instead? And not try to get both. And I still need to get rid of my UQ holder volumes.
Oh yeah.
UQ holder let me down so badly. I'm still so sad about it.
Oh.
Yeah, so I have to get rid of my card captor omnibus because they're putting out like an anniversary edition thing instead. That looks way nicer, but they. Ugh. Money, manga, graphic
Yeah.
novels. There's so much. So
Yeah.
much. It's a fun hobby, but it's expensive. And I need to make more external content to really justify the amount of money I'm sinking. Like more fanfics, more kind of podcast material stuff. The downside was I was like, oh, I'm gonna do haul videos to really justify it, but instead that just made me want to buy more for the haul specifically, which is why I've
Oh.
stopped them.
Yeah.
Because it was just like it just kept making me want more in the haul and more interesting stuff. I'm like, that's
Yeah. That's too bad.
yeah, that's just how it be sometimes.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I still need to buy a new bookshelf.
Yeah, that was. I had ended up downsizing my manga collection at one point a couple years ago, and just to get rid of a bunch of old stuff. And then now, as I've been buying more stuff over the last year or two, I was like, oh, I'm out of bookshelf space again. Great.
my
I had,
problem
I
is.
had, yeah.
Sorry, go.
I was gonna say I now either need this in or downsize again. I don't know what to do. So yeah, what were you gonna say?
So I downsized a bit too, right before I actually decided, I'm gonna actually collect instead. I was like, I'm probably gonna downsize, I haven't been buying much. I've been doing nothing but playing League for like however many years. I don't do much outside of it. League and speedrun in there. It's like, League sucks, speedrunning sucks. Fuck it, I'm getting back into manga. And I ended up, there were series I downsized, like Kagero Days, because of the price of Yen Press going up. I like traded off my issues. I've rebought some of those issues. Like to be fair with that one, I traded them off for like other manga around the same price, and then I rebought them for like $3.
Nice.
Because I found them only the first 2 issues so far used, but it's like, yeah, there's like a whole bunch kind of like that where I got rid of it and I'm like, I kind of want it back. Like I got rid of my my volume 1 of Hellsing, and now I'm like, I want the full Hellsing collection.
Oh,
Dark
yeah.
Horse is never gonna reprint that. And I look at how much volume 1 is, I'm like, shit. That's worth a lot. The whole series is just like, damn it. I got rid of like my Gundam Seed stuff. I was only missing like 2 issues, and now I'm like, I want Gundam Seed back. I have fucking Gundam Seed Destiny issues now instead, because some guy at Card Games was trading them off. I'm like, why do I do this to myself? But that's just how it be. There's so many good series, but yeah, I want to probably focus on just series I'm really enjoying more than series I'm buying for the sake of having in the collection.
Yeah.
Like,
that's a good way to go about it.
Yeah.
Get the stuff you're like actually actively reading and enjoying, and not just trying to complete it.
There's still some stuff I want to complete for the sake of, like Nabari no O, because I really want to support that author.
Yeah.
And Spiral as well, because I'm a huge fan of the author. And like some stuff like that. But yeah, lots of it. I'm like,
but yeah.
I can do without my Tokyo ESP probably. It's like I got volume 1 of Anonymous Noise because I wanted to get into a shoujo. I never bought more than volume 1. It's like, do I buy more? It's a music-based shoujo, so if I'm buying any shoujo, it's probably that. But I have a few shoujo like that where I bought volume 1 to try them out, and then just never bought more. I'm like, I should just get rid of these as well.
Yeah.
It's nice some of the series I have are ending soon though, so like and Happy, I think there's only 2 more volumes. And then There's only 2 more volumes of the Little Witch Academia tie-in. Because there's only 3 of those overall. So I only need 2 more.
Oh, yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to focus my collection more on stuff like Murcielago, Eurocamp, uh, Children of the Whales, Haikyuu, Yomushi Pedal, World Trigger. Like the series I'm really, really actively reading and enjoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Money though. Money,
Yeah.
money, money.
Always comes back to money. Oh,
Stage 3 capitalism at its finest.
oh,
Wanting to buy the things.
yeah. Mm.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to just reread. That's about it for me for this week and stuff I've been doing.
Yeah.
It's been like making buy and sell lists and that.
Mm-hmm.
What have you been up to?
Haven't been watching or reading much this week. I did watch some stuff. I have some thoughts about. So like the new episode of Promise Neverland, which is like, oh, that show's really good. And there was a scene this week that is like, it's one of like the best depictions of like depression and this very specific way that like sadness can kind of overcome a person. It hit really hard and it was very emotional, and it's like, it was so good. Oh man. Oh, it was really good. Like, I don't want to spoil what happens in that show because like that's kind of the whole reason you watch it, right? And so
Yeah, that one.
It's so good. Yeah.
That one especially is so much about the twists and turns, like compared to some series where it's like, if you were spoiled with what happened in Pandora and the Crimson Shell, you'd still watch it because it's like nonsense magical girl robots and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's not so much about like the twists. Like, non Biori, it's a slice of life. It's not gonna do anything to you to be spoiled on like one chapter or something. But yeah, Promise Neverland, each chapter and like episodes really kind of really important.
Yeah. So, yeah, that show is extremely good. It's probably the show I look forward to the most each week. It's extremely good.
I remember in the beginning you were kind of tepid on it. You're like, I don't know, it's doing too much of the same thing by episode 3. It's like, oh, just wait.
Yeah, because after that first episode, when they just had, they killed someone off, it's like, oh no, is this going to be just this every week? But it's totally not that. So yeah, it's a very good show. And then
I think it was really funny. You were talking about how it's like so depressing and how it can like stop someone. As soon as you said that, we dropped frames. It was so depressing. It stopped OBS. God.
Whoops.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh, how about something a little happier then?
All right.
Is the Magnificent Kotobuki, which is it's such a fun show, and they're kind of like, it's been very episodic so far. Like each episode is very self-contained, but now they're kind of moving into a larger plot, and it actually feels very natural, and like it's done really well because in all the episodes before this, even though it's all been episodic, they've weaved in a lot of like world building and characterization and stuff, and so it feels very natural that it's now getting into like something bigger. It's nice. That show is fun. I was thinking about it. It's actually, as far as CG shows that are like mostly or entirely CG, this is a pretty good looking one. The characters all look good, and the animation's mostly pretty good. It's just when it mixes into 2D animation that it starts to look weird and bad.
Yeah, I'm still confused by the studios that worked on it. Gemba and WoW World.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow. God. Not this. Not this again.
Not again. Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
Just by accident I saw WoW World worked on with Mugu Joshi
Mm-hmm.
Kosei Nobunaga-chan, 16th century Shogun Nobunaga wakes up in a high school girl's body. It's we just watched this. We can do it again. It's only
Oh,
4
great.
minutes per episode.
Oh, great.
Who
Oh,
knows?
God, that's
Maybe I'll have a better ending. Oh yeah, it's the Berserk team that did the thing, which is wild to me that the animation is actually decent because it's the Berserk
really,
team.
huh?
Yeah,
Oh, right, it's Gamba, right?
yeah.
Huh.
I guess it's
That's interesting.
their latest thing. They haven't done anything since 2017, so they had 2 years to learn.
Yeah, they must have done other stuff, just not listed on Mal. Cause
Probably like non-anime stuff,
yeah,
just like video game
probably.
stuff or something.
Yeah. Hmm. But yeah, Kotobuki is good. I like it. Then oh, another extra episode of Double Decker came out. Extra
Oh,
episode 2,
that takes
and
forever for those episodes to come out. What the heck?
yeah, they're doing because they're coming out one per like
Oh,
each
one a
Blu-ray
month.
in Japan. Yeah, so it's been one a
February,
month for
March, and
three
then
months.
April 10th. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this episode was bad
Oh.
because so like all throughout the regular series, it kept trying to make this joke that Kirill looks like a girl, even though he
Mm,
kind of doesn't. He just looks like an anime boy,
yeah.
and like it,
Just a
like this.
pretty anime boy.
Yeah, and this episode was like, oh, we need Kirill to go undercover as a woman, so he's gonna dress up as a woman.
Oh.
And like, it's like you can see how that could immediately be bad and gross, and they managed to avoid it being bad and gross, but it like I don't know, it wasn't good. It wasn't entertaining. It wasn't funny.
I think
I
it's
don't know.
like a callback to like really old pulp stories
Hmm.
had that quite a bit, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Like it's a trope that showed up in few too many pulp and also in anime in general too.
Hmm.
Like Doug and Krill's supposed to be a cop series, so it's like taking pulp sort of tropes, but then also taking anime tropes, and that's one that kind of overlaps in a terrible way.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, sure, let's do this. It's like, please don't.
Yeah. It's just like this show has been like there's so many points where it feels like they're aware of tropes that are bad and harmful and problematic, and so they know to avoid them, but then don't know what to do instead. So there's just kind of nothing.
Mm.
It's just bizarre. What a weird show, and it had such a good strong start too. Anyway, one more episode of that, and then I never have to think about it again.
Remember when I almost watched it and got like
Mm,
5 minutes into an episode, then was distracted by something else, and at that point you were
yeah,
like, "Ah, oh, you should watch it. It should be good," and I never got back to it.
yeah.
What a
It's
bullet
for
I
the best.
dodged there! Whew,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. So yeah, and kind of the last thing I watched this week was the season finale of Genlock,
Ah, yes.
which was really good. That show is very good. Oh, and like it was after like so Ruby's the only other Rooster Teeth show I know, so it was kind of refreshing for Genlock to be like well paced and seem like they know what they're trying to do with each season. And
Ruby isn't well paced.
no, it's terrible. Are you kidding?
It gets a lot better.
I mean, yeah, it gets better, but that's a low bar.
So the last season was very well paced, right? Like
Yeah,
they
I
they
mean,
they figured out how to pace it by the last season, and then they're like, "Well, Genlock comes out this year. Thank God we fixed that issue."
yeah, exactly.
Basically, that they did also do Red vs Blue too,
Hmm.
which
Yeah,
that pacing is just off the rails because it's a nonsense comedy. So it's like
yeah,
I think that's probably why the early seasons of Ruby seemed to have a pretty decent pace. People really enjoyed, and then Volume 3, like when they went with that shift, people are like, oh,
hmm,
this isn't just like Red vs. Blue style dark comedy.
hmm,
It's actually really fucking dark.
yeah.
I'm not into this. But yeah, I'll stop defending Ruby. You can shit talk it if you want. I
No,
just listen
it
to
was
it so often.
yeah. Well, the only thing I wanted to say is like they have improved the pacing in the latest season, but like also the I forget there was like 12 episodes in season 6 I think or 13, but like the final episode felt kind of unnecessary. Like they
Oh
could have
yeah,
combined the final 2 episodes,
yeah.
and so it's like that's kind of what I mean. It's like they still don't really know how to pace it because like I don't know, they just ended it weirdly, you know?
Yeah, the whole Adam thing seemed like it should have been in the finale, but I think that's
Yeah.
that's partly their own fault. Where each finale they tried to make a huge fight in the end and have it be like the
Hmm.
emotional climax to a story that was ongoing.
Hmm.
And in Volume 6, they put that emotional climax of the ongoing story in the episode before, and then just had a big monster battle with no real emotional climax. Like, there sort of is one with Ruby Gang to use the Silver Eyes, but it's like, not really, because it hasn't been
Hmm.
built up that much.
Yeah. Hmm.
Not nearly as much as the Adam thing that's been going on for seasons. Uh,
Yeah.
So yeah, they should have just had those both end in the same episode, but I don't know if they could have properly spaced out enough to do it. I don't know, if
Mm.
they did like a double length finale, it would have probably been a lot better.
Yeah.
I'm sure binging it won't be as jarring,
Yeah, probably.
but that's a totally valid criticism of it. It's ooh.
Yeah. But yeah.
I forgot you actually caught up on season 6.
Yeah.
You never talked about whether you liked it or not. You
Oh.
said you were catching up, and I think you were like halfway through season 5, and then we just never talked about it again.
Yeah. Yeah, season 6 was good. It was definitely the best season they've had so far. You know, I just
Yeah,
want Blake and Yang to kiss, that's all.
yeah.
Because they're extremely gay.
It's hard for me. It's like it's either season 3 or season 6.
Mm.
Because season 3 was incredible.
Yeah.
Like it
I
was.
I feel like I need to go back and rewatch season 3 because I only remember like the major beats of it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm just. I put it slightly above season 6 because Penny was at least in season 3.
Oh. Yeah. I mean,
Season 6
do you
has
think?
Neo though, so but season 3 had
Mm,
Neo too, so
yeah.
trade-offs.
Oh, I bet they bring Penny back at some point.
Yeah,
'Cause,
well
I mean, she's a robot.
they're
Yeah.
going to Atlas. So if it's gonna happen, it's gonna be
Yeah.
next season.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Mm.
But yeah, sorry. Back to Genlock. Continue your Genlock. I
Yeah.
derailed us so hard there. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Yeah. I don't know. The like, I have like one small criticism of Genlock is that there's like this enemy force called the Union that's like the big villains, and they never really say who they are or like what
Mm,
they're doing. It's just like, oh, they're attacking us, and that's why they're bad.
they're the
And like,
enemy. But
yeah,
why?
like
Because they're the enemy.
exactly. And like in one of the episode descriptions, it mentions that they're like fascists who are taking over, and like this one sentence description did more than anything in 8 episodes of the show. It was just really weird.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know.
rough.
Yeah, but yeah. I don't know. Other than that, I just Yazval is a good ship. You should watch the show so that you can read and write Yazval fix with me.
Uh, I have I have my Terraven fixed right.
Mhm.
Not to be confused with Kingdom Hearts Terraven. It's so impossible to find Terraven fixed now because the old ship name was Terraven, but that's
Mhm.
also the uh that's a ship
Mhm.
in Terra Ventus in Kingdom Hearts,
Yeah.
which is more modern and more popular now. So you try to find Terraven fix and you just find
Oh,
the Terra Ventus ones. I was like, damn it. This
dang.
this is why combining names aren't good. This is why stuff like Nuts and Dolts is so much
Mhm.
better, right? Like Super Martian or Wonderbird or like
Mhm.
you're not gonna get those in other fandoms probably.
Probably.
Arcos you might,
Mm.
right? Like it's really funny to me that like the pinnacle het ship in RWBY is like the one that stuck with the combine their two names.
Hmm.
That's like the only one that kept it. And it's the Pinnacle het ship.
Yeah.
Stuck in the past.
Yeah. I think that's basically about it for me this week. I don't know. I didn't watch a ton.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's funny, I got to live Genlock vicariously last night through a fanfic chapter that updated that was
Nice.
literally just... There was nothing happening in the chapter, it's just the characters watching Genlock, even though it didn't say it was Genlock, and just commenting on it. So all it was them commenting about, like, shit-talking, not shit-talking, but you know, like, when you have a
Hmm.
bunch of people watching something together, they'll be like, what the fuck is that? Why is that like that? Kind
Yeah.
of bantering, and that's all it was. It was like a Mystery Science 3000 fanfic edition watch of Genlock. And it
That's
was like,
very silly.
it was weird. It was not a great chapter, no offense. I love
Mm.
their fic. I can't wait for more, but that was kind of a
Kind of a weak
weird
chapter.
filler, yeah.
Mm. Yeah. Well, you should watch Genlock. It's only 8 episodes. It's so short. It's
Eight
like 4 hours.
episodes plus the pilot that's an hour long, so that's like 10
What?
episodes.
No, it's not.
What?
First episode's like a half hour. All the episodes are 20 to 30 minutes.
Isn't the pilot double length? The first pilot?
No. No, because they released the first 2 episodes at once. That's
Oh,
what you're thinking of.
am I? Because there was something released that said pilot. I'm going to go check it up right now. Rooster Teeth. It was weird when I was looking earlier.
I don't know.
Oh
I
shit,
don't know.
RTX Austin. Tickets on sale. Let's go. Meet and greet. Okay. Where the fuck is Genlock? Rooster Teeth
Oh.
Originals. Why is Genlock the hardest one to find when it's the one they've been pushing the most? There it is, okay. One season.
Mhm.
Episodes. Yeah, season 1, episode 1. Okay, yeah, it's 32 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, like, it was longer when I first saw it because it also had, like, ads
Mm.
and stuff and some other thing. I don't fucking remember.
I don't know. But yeah.
It seemed
So,
a
yeah.
lot longer when I first went to watch it. I was like, damn, this is long. And I was like 10 minutes in, I'm like, fuck it, I'll watch it later.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
I
you should
did.
watch it. It's good.
I should. Oh my god, I just realized season 1,
Yeah.
episode 1, the pilot, because it's the pilot
Yeah.
episode, but
Yeah.
also because, what a fuck.
Oh,
Barbara, did
very
you
good.
write that name? I'm
Oh,
pissed. What a
it's
pun.
very good.
What a pun. Meanwhile, Red vs. Blue has 17 seasons.
Oh my god.
S-
That
s-
that show is like still going, isn't it?
yes, I
It's
think
wild.
episode 1 of season 17 just came out, I think.
Oh my god. That
Incredible.
show, I started watching that show when I was in middle school.
Yeah.
And that was like season 2 or something.
So
God,
I
I'm
think
old.
they split season 1 up into 4 seasons. So technically,
Oh,
season 5 is the start of like the Halo 3 era.
oh
think.
jeez. I remember when they switched from Halo 1 to Halo 2 and it like blew my mind because I'm like, "Oh my god, it looks so much better now. These graphics are incredible."
Yeah.
Oh,
How animation has come.
yeah.
Is that the only like Machinima series still going? Like, how many
I don't know.
Machinima series are still around besides Red vs. Blue?
I don't even know of any other big ones.
Yeah, that's very impressive actually.
Yeah. I mean, I think Machinima, like the company, didn't even do Machinimas anymore.
No,
They were all
they
like
got
just general gaming stuff, and they're gone now.
they actually are now owned by Rooster Teeth. They got rolled into one of Rooster Teeth's departments, and like the staff picked up, and they do inside gaming.
Huh.
They mixed with the No. So inside gaming on Rooster Teeth is basically like all the Machinima people who did news and stuff still doing it just
Hmm.
now under Rooster Teeth because it was owned by the same parent company, Otter
Oh,
Media.
okay. Huh.
So yeah, it's all inside gaming now, which kind of sucks because a bunch of the stuff I really liked about the No doesn't exist anymore because it got banned by
Oh.
Inside Gaming. And I know a lot of people are excited that Machinima and their stuff is kind of back with the inside gaming stuff.
Mm,
I was like, it's not for me, unfortunately.
yeah. Dang. So, yeah. Oh,
That's just how
shall
it
we,
be.
should we get into book club then?
Sure, let's get into book
All
club.
right. Which do you want to start with this week? Wales or Akka?
I have no idea what we started last week, so I'll do either.
All right, let's go with Wales. Because I think we started Akka last week. So, yeah, let's go
Alright.
with Wales this time.
Wales.
Yeah.
Whale.
This was an episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is
Some.
pretty much caught up with where I am, so I guess it makes
Oh.
sense that this is kind of around where I figured it would start ending. So
Mm-hmm.
I know like one major plot point past here that's going to probably show up in the next episode, though they might save it for the last, if because they've been panning out with scenes from further down. Like I don't think the twins have shown up in the manga yet where I am, but they're getting scenes, so
Okay.
there's that trade-off, right? There's a few scenes showing up
Yeah.
that haven't yet in the manga, but there's scenes in the manga that seem delayed,
Mm.
which might be how they're padding out,
Yeah.
and why they added so much filler with the dance scenes.
God, those
The
dances.
dance scenes. Why? I was so worried there's gonna be another.
Yeah.
There almost was another.
It came close.
Came close.
Yeah. Man, this episode. God, so that was at the start when they're talking about the eye patch guy and his wife apparently killed herself and this whole thing.
He
And
told
he
her
just
to,
doesn't
remember?
care.
He
Oh,
literally
right.
told her to.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and then they had that whole scene with him swinging a sword and cutting grass and then crying and talking to an old woman. And I'm like, are they trying to make him? Is this like some kind of redemption thing for him? Trying to make him a good character because he's just a piece of garbage.
Yes, the way
I don't know.
I saw it, which is
Mhm.
probably wrong. Also, the old woman's his mom.
Oh yeah,
She
right.
says that, so we'll point that out. But um, they might be going with the his emotions are fucked up somehow or
Hmm.
something. He doesn't know how to show them, and he thought
Yeah.
she was gonna die. Like he thought the whole island was gonna die. He didn't think they'd win, so
Oh.
he told her to commit suicide because he figured that would be like the easier way to go. But
Hmm.
then they survived, and now he's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. I don't know. I do like the idea that he has messed up emotions because of the power he has or something, and so he's kind of broken in weird ways. That could be something interesting for that character, but right now he's just a trash person.
Yeah, because
Mm.
he's supposedly the strongest, but he looks
Yeah.
rather old too, and like Massa or whatever. Like he's lost his powers. They kind of announced this episode,
Yeah.
and like he's having shakes and stuff. But this guy doesn't seem to. But his eye looks like it's rotting away. So there has to
Yeah.
be some sort of trade-off where why he's not gotten sick like that yet.
Hmm.
Because he seems a lot older.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. There was that thing that they said Oni is chosen by the noose to be some powerful thing, and that's why he was able to fight inside the other noose's room or whatever. And at first I was thinking before they revealed that it was Oni, I thought maybe uh the eye patch guy was the chosen one, but no, he just has something else going on apparently. So yeah, and I don't know, there's the part where the shell that Chakuro got turns into a little animal, and I forgot what its name was, but it was cute. And then the animal turned into a way to steer the ship.
its name was Kokolo.
Coco, right? That was weird.
Did you notice something about the animal though?
But I don't know.
It's the same type of animal as the one they brought back from Lycos' ship.
Oh yeah, I was thinking that might be that Olivinus was saying that oh, you already have half of the thing, and here's the other half or
Yeah.
whatever, or the other part or whatever.
Yeah, it's like you
So
have the thing from Lycos. I'll give you
mhm.
mine, but I don't know if it was halves. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think they just had part. not half. So
My, like, because it's like you would think the other one, because they say like this thing is a rudder, right? Like it's a ship.
hmm
It's the rudder of a ship, right?
yeah.
They took Lycos's rudder, but
hmm
Lycos didn't give it. Like Olivinus actually said he'll give it to you. They never,
Yeah.
the Lycos never gave it, and that's probably why it never actually worked.
Yeah.
And like Olivinus came and like told everyone how to fucking sail it, but there's a part about that I love so much where they talk about how
hmm
she'd like go in through their ear, show them the dream, then come out through their tears. That
Oh
was
yeah.
the emotion she was like keyed with, where she was going like, "I can take your pain away. I can take away your sadness." They
hmm
said no. If they didn't, she might not have come out through the tears, right?
Yeah.
They felt the sadness cried her out, and that's a really neat little thing that like adds so much to like um what's the word?
Mm.
I can't remember the word, but you get what I mean, right? Like it's
Yeah.
like it's such a small attention to detail that I thought was really cool. I wanted to point out. I'm sorry because this is supposed to be
Yeah.
you talking about it, but here I am.
No, it's good. It's good that you have things to say about it because I mostly don't. Yeah. Then after that was the weird jesters scene. That was a bizarre thing. I had to like stop the video when it got to that dude who's I think it's Lycos's brother, who's some kind of leader and just has a bunch of jesters around him. And they reveal that Ryodari didn't die somehow, and they're gonna turn him into a jester as well. And like, what is happening to this show?
The Juggalos.
Strange. Yeah, seriously. They oh man. Also, that was part of the episode that made me think like, I don't think I like the character design in this show mostly. Like, there's a couple people here or there, but for the most part, I think it's pretty bad. This whole like weird jester clown aesthetic.
Well, they're supposed to be evil. What's more evil than medieval Juggalos?
Yeah, true. That's a good point.
it's
I hadn't thought about it that way.
someone was reading Homestuck when they wrote this.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Dark Carnival, motherfuckers.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Then yeah. And finally, there was a scene where I actually liked Suo, where he was greeting the visitors and was accidentally naked the entire time. So they just thought he was a nudist. Thought it was a
Yeah.
whole nudist colony. It was very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am kind of surprised that they introduced those people now. Like, I don't know, a lot of this episode felt like this should have been like the final episode. Because to
Yeah.
introduce it now, it's like you're not going to resolve things that are coming up now. Like, you're introducing all these new characters and all these new plot elements, and like it's only two more episodes after this. I don't know.
The way I'm guessing it's going to end is going to be with the plot point that I expected to show up in this episode. They're gonna drag out,
Mhm.
and then I think they're gonna set up as if there's gonna be a second season that they just never will be. Which,
Yeah.
I mean, isn't always the worst because it's like open if there is ever a second season, and I'd rather
Mhm.
have the open ending than an original ending, and then come back and be like, yeah, we have to redo like 6 episodes so we
Yeah.
can actually do season 2.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what also at first I had thought that like, oh, the end of the battle with the other ship is going to be the end of the season, but then that happened a lot sooner, and now I'm thinking it's probably going to be like his brother and Ryodari are going to try and get revenge, and they're going to fight them off, and that will be the end. That will be the new people, the other country people will probably try and help or something, and then they'll go sail away towards their country or whatever. They assume that's what's going to happen. But
If it
it's
ends where I think it's gonna end, it'll be real interesting
interesting.
and kind of
Okay.
upsetting.
Yeah.
Just because that's like the thing that'll make you go, I need more.
mm,
But I liked this new country. Some of the stuff, like their guns
hmm
are like using some kind of liquid
Yeah.
power stuff, and one of them mentions, oh, they don't have like users
The
like
the magic thing. What's that
yeah,
called?
yeah,
Yeah. Timea. That's it.
yeah. I'm like, yeah, there's not really any time users here.
hmm
He's like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
shoot you because you're saying we're equal, even though I said we're equal, but I'm a conqueror now. And it's just like, yeah, fuck off with that.
Yeah. It was, yeah. That's something that I don't know if this would ever get into. Probably wouldn't by the end of this show at least. But the whole like magic versus technology thing,
Mhm,
I think is a really like interesting kind of underexplored aspect of fantasy,
mhm.
where you have these magic users fighting or potentially fighting people with to rely on technology, and I feel like no one ever gets into that super deep. Like it kind of comes up here and there in various like video games and stuff, but yeah. I would actually like to see that if it goes in that direction. I think that could be cool, but I don't know. Oh, mm, I was thinking in this episode, the Kokolo being the rudder, like that big reveal and that whole moment, I feel like that should have been the end of the show. Or like they
Mm,
should have put that in the
mhm.
final episode because then they could be like, look, we can steer where we can go now. And I just feel like that would have been a good moment to end on of
They,
like, oh, we can go where we want,
I
you know?
understand why they wouldn't, just because there's a reveal in the manga that comes very close. It should happen in the next episodes
Hmm.
that I fully
Okay.
expect them to end on because it's one of those
Hmm.
big old reveals. Like, if this was a big reveal, that's a big reveal. Like,
Okay.
I don't think you could end on one without the other, which is why I kind of expect it to be this episode. Because if they put them
Hmm.
both in this episode, they could have probably ended it well, but they didn't, so now we have
Okay.
to wait for the other.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, they both come in the same volume of the manga, so.
Hmm. So yeah, well, we'll have to see next week. See if it happens then. There's
There's
only two more episodes.
there's like two main scenes I'm waiting for it to show up that I've read in the manga that are
Hmm.
very good, and I'm excited to see soon.
Cool.
But
All right.
mhm.
Well,
Two
I think
more
that about does
episodes.
it for Wales for me.
Yeah, almost done.
Yeah, almost. Speaking of almost done, we're almost done with Haka.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
they finally gave some sort of reason for why Lilium would be the bad guy.
Yeah.
Him and his brother are plotting to somehow gain something out of this personally. I don't know how. That's not
Hmm.
clear. I still don't think they're the big bads. It's kind of
Mm.
obvious to shove in the end. I just don't want them to be the big bads because in a world where there's like medieval Britain and there's all these other people who are clearly white and then people who are Japanese,
Oh
I
yeah.
don't want the one sort of dark skinned guy to be the villain, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. That ain't great.
That's kind of
They're
why
like.
never, even when he was kind of suspicious, never went for him. I'm like, I'm just not going for that trope. Let's just not.
Hmm. Yeah. The
Fingers
like.
crossed.
Yeah. Having to be like, oh, the very clearly Middle Eastern people are the ones behind everything is not great.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that's not. I'm still hoping
Mm.
it turns out it's actually the sister because they actually have some hints in here that lead that it could be where it's like, oh yeah, I knew something was off with Nino when I was a kid. Like, she's
Hmm.
clearly being extremely perceptive when she was a kid. She probably knew their mom was. Like, she's probably been playing, and the fact that the director who I've been going, he's involved, he, like, specifically goes, talk to your sister.
Hmm.
Like, talk to your sister. And he's like,
Yeah.
okay. And
Mm.
then he does, and
Yeah.
now there's another assassination attempt on them. But they're gonna be in ooh, actually that might be part of the plan.
Hmm.
Because he's gonna be in Lilium's area, it's the last one. He needs to finish them all in time, or Aka's dissolved, basically.
Hmm.
If they try to actually, like, Lilium's group tries to assassinate him and then blame it on, with proof on the other princes and be like, they killed another prince, like, per this prince, he shouldn't be gone to the throne, like, give it to someone, like, give it to Akka. That would give
Hmm.
him more power. That would make sense.
Yeah.
Is how he plans to get power. But I don't think they're going to die because that would be a bit weird in episode 11. Um, I really liked the town they visit, this poor area that's underground, and they're
Oh
like,
yeah.
yeah, we don't care.
Oh.
Oh, that was the other line. He's going like, we were all poor, we decided not to do it. But then, she convinced us talking about reaching out to touch dreams, and it zooms in on the girl who's been leading him around. It's like that's a weirdly like deep thing for a character who I can't even remember the name of and hasn't really had much impact. And I'm like,
Yeah.
they're probably talking about someone else who came and visited, like his
Mm-hmm.
sister. Da 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 da. That's the other one. And I like the
Mm-hmm.
whole Mauve thing is apparently in league with Grossular, so the two of them might be plotting against Lilium as well,
Yeah.
secretly.
Mm.
Because I still think Grossular is the old um, guard, so he
Mm-hmm.
probably wouldn't just do whatever Lilium wants if it hits a point where it's going to be negative for um, the Otis and them.
Mm-hmm.
I still wish the rest of the five did more. The five heads, like Pine and
Yeah.
Spade and Pasties.
Yeah. That is one of my criticisms of this show is they like have all these cool characters and a lot of them don't get to do much.
Yeah.
It's like out of those 5 chiefs, there's kind of only 2 of them. The other 3 are just sort of there.
Yeah.
Like they all, like some of them have their moments occasionally, but they're not really important to the plot, which is weird considering how high ranking they are.
Yeah, but that's kind of like they're being played too, so.
Yeah.
But that's like one of the interesting things of is all of the characters are so kind of deep and fleshed out that all of them kind of feel like they should or could have bigger roles and you want them to.
Mm-hmm.
Which I kind of like that side of it, but it's like the trade off to it.
Yeah. Mm. I mean, I guess it does kind of make sense that the other 3 chiefs would be less fleshed out because the like whole point is that the Liam is trying to take control, and like
Sort of.
he like between Liam and Gracior, they basically control the chiefs, and if you like do more work showing the other chiefs doing things and being in charge, then it kind of weakens that characterization that the other 2
Yeah, unless if you just
have
have
all
all
the
three go,
power.
you know what, we don't fucking trust either of you now, fuck
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
We have the majority vote.
That would be interesting.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, Grossular and Mauve, or Grossular, because he's working with Mauve, gets Mauve to, like, call himself the fuck out, and Lilium to fuck up Lilium's plans so the other 3 turn against them. That would be an
Yeah.
interesting take. That'd be a nice
That
twist.
would be. Yeah.
Only 2 episodes left to find out. The prince, or the king, has taken ill suddenly, even though he looked perfectly fine for a long time.
Yeah.
And people all knew he was going to get ill around this time, so clearly poison is involved or something. Something suspicious is going on.
Yeah.
Like, that's too easy. That's, like, that just
Yeah.
lines up too well with people's plans to not be deliberate.
Yeah.
There's a chance, too, he's completely healthy and it's being used to try to bait out the conspiracy.
Maybe. Could be.
Mm-hmm.
But also he's old, and old people get sick sometimes, you know?
Yes, old people do get sick, but
Yeah.
old people also go out into cafes and eat pies randomly.
Delicious pies.
Delicious, delicious pies. Actually, it was the snowflakes or whatever,
Oh, yeah.
which was hilarious when I realized it was Schnee.
Yeah.
Like, damn it.
Oh, very good.
And that whole episode was basically just like, yeah, Schnee, the heiress, the princess. I'm just sitting there the whole time like, I like Weiss. Ruby's good.
Yeah.
Completely missed the point because of it.
Interesting.
I'm trying to remember what else happened because I watched this while kind of feverish and not great
Yeah.
last night. So I feel like I'm forgetting stuff.
I think we got kind of the main things, I think.
Yeah, Mining
I don't know,
Town
I
was
watched-
cool. I
Yeah,
like the dude
I-
who's like, oh, I came from the place where all the food's oversized, and now I'm in the place where you hike everywhere and there's not a lot of food.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess that was kind of one of the episode was going into that district in that town.
Yeah, talking about the
Yeah.
differences between they're like the two like most struggling districts are ours and was it Jumoku, or I forget the name of the one where it's like the
The
one that
the one
had
that's
the
like
coup
stuck in the
already.
past.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like, well, we're poor here. We get food and information easily. It's
Mm.
we all live poor, but we all set our sights on the future. There, the administration is corrupt and forces them down, so they're a lot more unhappy than we are here.
Mm-hmm.
Because even though we're poor, we're able to like do it ourselves, kind of. And it's like that's an interesting take
Yeah.
on the struggles and differences between these two issues. It's like, here we have no economy, and we really wish we did. There they have an economy, but they're fucked because they're all made to pretend it's the 1800s.
Yeah.
And I think one of the chiefs is from there, and he like specifically wants to keep it that way too, which is kind of not
Oh
great.
yeah,
Because there's a
from the
line where he's
stuck
like,
in the
as
past
long
place.
as we
Yeah.
keep it beautiful, like he
Yeah.
only cares about the aesthetic. Like
Yeah.
kind of shitty. He gets to bask in all of the like not 1800 shit because he has a job outside of it while forcing everyone else to, which kind of makes me really dislike him.
Yeah.
That's Pastis, I think.
I think so.
Yeah,
I
Pastis.
Yeah, I can think of his face. I can't think of his name.
Yeah, the French one.
'Cause- yeah. Yeah, it's pasties. Yeah.
Pastis sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I think that's all
Yeah.
the main
Yeah.
points.
Yeah.
Still,
That
fingers
was
crossed, it's the sister, so I'm right.
all right. We'll find out soon enough.
2 more
At least we
weeks
bet. Yeah.
by the end of March.
Yeah. Then we'll know.
Oh, we have to start thinking up shows for next season.
Yeah.
We only got 2 weeks to figure out. I need to get something spicy.
Mm. Yeah. Well, so we talked about doing Evangelion because that's coming to Netflix, but we also don't know when that's coming to Netflix. So
Yeah, probably not the first season comes out because it'll probably come out in the middle of a season. So
probably.
I've got something real spicy. Ooh.
All right.
So
Interesting.
spicy I can't even watch it myself.
Oh, great.
I'm gonna go back to our we both pick one that we both watch, or
Yeah, sure.
yeah,
You can do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
This was fun, but yeah, it's kind of awkward
Yeah.
because I keep wanting to talk about stuff in like Children in the Whales because I'm watching it too.
Mhm.
We didn't really go. Well, I mean, you chose something you'd I see. I chose
Mhm.
something I'd read. You wouldn't let me
Yeah.
in Lions and Masks. You.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That's next season.
No.
You can't
absolutely
veto
not.
it because we both have to watch. I have to suffer again.
No. Oh no.
You only have to watch 11 episodes. You've seen episode 1.
Oh, that's 11 episodes too many.
I'm joking. We'll do Spider Riders. It's okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
We'll do it for a whole year.
Yeah.
Now I have an idea for something if I can find it, and it's gonna be hella spicy. It's gonna be so good.
All right. I'm looking forward to it.
Actually, how many episodes does it have? I gotta check that out real fast.
Oh.
I have to find a place to actually watch it too.
Oh, yeah. That's important.
2 seasons,
that.
52 episodes. Shit.
Oh, that's a lot of episodes.
I mean, we can do half of season 1 for one season, and half for the second, and that's
Yeah.
season 1. That's 2 seasons I'd be putting myself into.
I mean, we can always just
Am
do
I
the first season.
that spicy? I may as well do Spider Riders at that point, right? Trust me, this is gonna be hella spicy. You're not ready for it.
Okay.
Oh. If I can find a place to watch it, that is.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I have not put any thought in at all yet, so I will find something eventually.
I'm just gonna say now, it's not anime. It's a fine Canadian cartoon.
Oh, can animation.
It can animate.
Yeah.
Duh.
Great.
No, I'm gonna find us something though. I really want to find something that's like spicy.
Okay.
I've got a few ideas, but one of them's. Ugh. One of them is murdering people with dice.
I might actually know that.
Maybe? Wait, what do you think it is?
What? Wasn't that that show? Oh, there was something. I don't remember what it was. Maybe it wasn't dice. I think it was just very small bombs. I don't remember what the
Very
show was
small
called.
bombs. Just a
Yeah,
whole show about killing people with very small bombs.
yeah. I don't know if it was a whole show. I think I only ever watched like an episode tour of it. But yeah, there was something like that where people were trapped on an island and just given these packages with very small bombs in them. They had to throw them at each other.
Okay, I don't think that's the same thing, but that sounds hella spicy. That sounds fantastic.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we're not thinking of the same thing then.
No, no, probably not. Unless if there's an episode I missed, which is possible because I went out to a cabin for 2 months with no TV, so I missed half of like every show I ever watched.
Oh, yeah.
Younger. Yeah, that's almost as spicy as Battle Pug the Compugdium, which is
Oh
a
my.
graphic novel I definitely need to buy eventually. Uh, God, Island Battle Royale with miniature bombs. Is that Batum?
Oh, that's it. I think that's it.
Fuck, Batum. God, I remember
God.
someone in high school was really into it. I never got into it. I'm
Yeah.
not a big fan of Battle Royale death games, which is funny because it's like, oh yeah, Magical Girl Raising Project, let's go. uh,
Yeah.
Gun Gale Online Alternative, let's go. They're all Battle Royales. Mayor
Mm.
has a Battle Royale. Like,
Yeah.
Tournament Arc.
Oh. Mm.
Yeah, no, does the name Daigata Defenders ring any bells?
No, it doesn't.
Oh God, you're not gonna be ready for this if I find a place to watch it, which we probably still won't do it because it would be hard
Mm.
just with the amount of episodes.
Yeah.
But I'm putting it out there as a threat along with Lance and Masks and Spider Riders.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got to get back to my Spider Riders watch.
Yeah.
I
I
fell
need
off
to.
on that section of our show. People
Yeah.
miss the Spider Rider segment.
Yeah.
I'm sure they do. They must.
Yeah. I'm missing out on my weekly Spider Rider updates.
I know, it's turned into yearly at
It's
this point.
tragic.
I think I had some stuff on hold actually that I was looking at. Yeah, I was thinking of doing
Mm.
like Ajin. That'd be
Oh
cool.
yeah. Do that.
Yeah, Ajin, Classroom Crisis,
Mm.
uh,
I don't know. Well,
High
we'll
School
take
Fleet.
a look at that.
Yeah, I had a
And
few
then,
shows that I was like
yeah.
tossing around.
Oh.
We're
Well.
watching Love Live Sunshine. Let's go!
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh
You can
no.
veto it and we can watch OG Love Live if you prefer use over
Oh boy.
Quars.
Oh. Oh. I
That's
don't know if
not
I
a
could
good
do that. Mm.
Oh yeah, there's
Yeah.
Razafon too.
Oh yeah, it's Ross.
Razafon, which I never watched past the first episode, and I was like, "This is so
Oh,
cool!"
nice.
And then, see, I've saved it for the podcast, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you were
Yeah,
doing.
of course.
You were saving it.
Oh, Rolling Girls, I think was another one I saw. There's like some
Mm.
weird like Super Sentai thing
Hmm.
that sounded fun.
Hmm.
Yeah, so there's a few ideas I got floating around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be looking into that stuff, and then we'll be back next week. Maybe with news on that, but we'll definitely be back next week with another episode of Shenanimegans.
And hopefully it'll be on YouTube in time.
Hopefully.
We're caught up. I did
We
one
are,
thing.
for
well,
now.
one thing over the weekend. That's the only thing I did all weekend, but it's worth it.
Mhm. Yeah. So yeah, you can find that YouTube at shenanimegans.moe, or you can watch us on Twitch at twitch.tv/Sasam, SASAM. You can join our Discord, shenanimegans.moe/Discord, and you can hit us up on Twitter at that lastly and at SasonBots. And yeah, so yeah, we'll see you next week.
Have a good night.
Monday maybe.
next 5 days from now.
Yeah.
Kind of, maybe. Actually, wait.
What?
I think there's something going on that's going to make me have to miss a Monday, but I don't know what, and I don't remember.
Oh,
I'm
well,
not
we'll figure
sure.
it out.
There's something. Oh no. I think there's something this month or early next. I noticed, I'm like, oh, that's gonna fuck it up, and then I forgot about it. It's okay, it's okay, we're all good.
Okay.
Oh yeah, April Fools.
Oh, yeah, that's
we're not
what it is.
we're not doing an episode on April Fools, don't worry. We'll do it on the 2nd.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah, thank you for watching. I got nothing else.
Alright, me either. Thank you for watching.
Take care and have a great night, day, or whatever.
Yeah, bye-bye.